I am the greatest villain that ever played, and I'm waiting for my phone call.
Hi, I'm Zuri Cheatham here for CBS 62, and here I have Jason from Survivor. So, what is a common misconception about you?
Common misconception about me? Everyone thinks I'm a bully and a jerk. It's kind of the farthest thing from what I am in actual reality. Sometimes I have to be tough at work, and that's what you saw most of the time on the show. Other than that, I'm a fun-loving, kind guy who cares about his family and puts them first. I got my whole Survivor start from an open casting call out in Novi, the boat show. You go back there, it doesn't seem like you have a lot of time, and you sit there and you're like, I walked out of that casting call and I told my wife, I said, this is a PR move. No one watches this. No one sees this stuff. I didn't really say much about my life, and I moved on. 8 months later, it took them to call me. But they really watched it. Someone was really sitting there watching every single one of those people's audition. So it's amazing to know that something so small and insignificant can change your whole life, and that's what the Survivor open casting call did for me.
What was your favorite part about being on Survivor?
Favorite part of being on Survivor just has to be the whole fact that I've been watching this show since season 1. You know, I watched it in the living room with my dad, and 15 years later, I got to partake in the game I've been following forever. You know, I'm 33 years old. Half my life, this show's been part of it, and then I got to go and step on the island and go to tribal council and partake in the challenges. It's a whirlwind, and I'm just lucky that I was able to fill that.
What do you love about Detroit?
Well, I was born and raised here. I love everything about this city. I've been coming down here since I was a little kid with my dad. You know, we grew up here, and then we kind of moved out to the suburbs, and now I'm in the sticks. So I've always loved this city. It's always been my city. It's always going to be. The culture, different activities that we have, our sports teams, you know, this is my home and forever will be.
What would you change about Detroit?
What would I change about Detroit? That's a double-loaded question. I would want more people to be willing to bring small business in here. It'd be one big thing. I think it's a common misconception about Detroit is everyone believes it's so dangerous. Parts of it are, but we're not a dangerous city. We're not dangerous people. We're just like everybody else. You know, when I talk to my friends about being from here, and they're always, you gotta be so nervous to walk around the city. I'm not. I've been walking around the city my whole life. You know, we got hit with a reputation, and it's kind of never left. And I would, if anything could change, I would want more people being willing to come in here and give us a shot and realize that we're just like everybody else.
What about Detroit makes good Castaway?
We're rough and tumble people. We don't quit. Detroit has never quit at anything that we've ever done. We are a hard people. We're brash. We'll tell it like it is. We don't sugarcoat anything. But at the same time, we're respectable, as long as you show us respect. And I think that's what makes a good Castaway. It's what helped me go so far in the game. It's what had me liked by the jury and got me voted out to begin with. You know, we're tough people. We ain't going to quit. And we're going to tell it like it is. And that makes for fun ratings.
What did you wish you knew before going on Survivor?
What did I wish? I didn't wish I knew anything going on Survivor. I knew it would be tough. I knew it would be hard. And I knew who I was. I've experienced a lot in my life between the military and private contracting and just working the streets. So I pretty much knew where I was going to come in. I knew I had a feeling how people were going to take me. I was a tough guy, that I was sometimes a mean guy. You know, I like to go down as the greatest villain that ever played this game. So there's nothing I would wish I knew before the game. And there's nothing I would really change about how I played the game. So I'm happy with the way it is.
Who was your least and most favorite fellow Castaway, and why?
I have two favorite castaways pretty much, and that was Scott and Sydney, because they were my basically my road dogs from the beginning. And I loved them to death. I just wish that they would have been in an alliance or willing to work with each other during the game instead of becoming friends after the game. It would have helped me out a lot more. Least favorite, everyone knows. It was Joe. Him and I didn't get along. We didn't like each other. We're good outside the game, but just in the playing atmosphere, we didn't click. We didn't get along. We weren't going to help each other.
What was the toughest part about being on Survivor?
By far the toughest part is being away from your family, which I've done a lot. But the older you get and your children get older, it gets rougher because you're missing things and they know you're gone. The hardest day was probably my youngest daughter's birthday was during one of the letters from home challenge, and you're looking at that. I know I have a letter from home. I already missed my kid. It's her birthday. Things like that's what makes the game so rough. So it's just being able to put it in the back of your mind, move on, and hope it doesn't affect you.
So what does it take to win?
What does it take to win? It takes a lot of elements and a whole lot of luck. It's being able to manipulate everybody but while also not making them hate you or realize that you did it. Getting them to do what you want while making you think it's their idea. And then being able to defend yourself at the end. It's because of my season, they changed the way the game is at the end. They changed the whole final tribal council. So now it's going to be even more difficult when it comes to that aspect. But you really need to know the game. You have to know that people have been studying this game for 15 years. They know the ways in, they know the ways out. They know what you're going to do sometimes before you even do it. So it's trying to be one step ahead of everybody else. And if you can do that, and if you can decipher who's lying to you, who's just telling you what you want to hear, being able to stay up on that edge, that's what will get you that win.
What was it like living on the island? Like, did you see it as like something fun, or did a lot of people think of it as like a mini vacation, but not really?
When it comes to living on the island, a lot of people hate it. I'm weird. I love the suck. And in the Army, we call it going to the field the suck. Because you're living in dirt, you're sleeping in little tents, you're getting rained on. I don't mind it. I like it. I have a good time. I embrace the suck. Was my saying the whole time out there. So me being on the island, I liked it. I can live like that. I've done it. I've slept on the floor in Afghanistan. I slept on the floor in Iraq. I slept on the floor in Kentucky. Wherever you put me, I'm good. I can make it work. The best part of what I liked was watching the other people cry about it. You watch someone break down about sleeping in sand. Within 20, 30 minutes of the first night, you're having a good time. You can pick on them. It's a lot of fun. I know, the whole bully thing comes out. But it's, what else are you going to do? They start showing the docs. The docs are concerned. I hid mine the whole time. Mine was on my foot, left foot. After the game, I ended up having to have surgery in Cambodia on my foot. And I lost 3 teeth in the game. And thanks to CBS, I have 3 gold teeth now. I'm classy. And they don't assist you with that. I only kept my mouth shut because I just watched you take another guy out of the game for the same infection I have.
Well, how was the bathroom? Do they like actually?
Well, there's 2. There is no. They don't give you facility. They give you nothing.
Okay, so there's nothing.
There's nothing. So you can either and you might have to edit this out. There's aqua dumps, and it's what everybody calls it. And that's just when you go to the bathroom in the ocean.
Okay.
But you gotta be smart about it, or it'll creep back up on you. You start moving right away, it's gonna follow you. There's a current, and then you're just floating. Yeah, you gotta stay still when you go and let it drift away on its own, or you just dig a hole and go. And by day 20, the people that won't go in the ocean, they stop digging holes. So it gets dirty, it gets nasty. You see people's ability to be nice about certain activities that they do go completely out the window at a certain point. Main reason why people should watch Survivor is it's just a fun game. It's a game that you can sit down with your family, and everyone in your household can have a different favorite person, a different reason why they like them. Use them to kind of compete with each other and just have fun with it. It's the classic game that you can yell at the TV saying, "Why'd you do that? It's so dumb. I can't believe you'd make that move." And then be able to eat that shoe later when you're like, "Okay, I get it. That was really smart. Turns out you're way better at this than I am." It's just a fun, interactive game that you can love from the outside. And I think that's what makes it so great, why everybody should watch it and realize it's just something that can suck you in. You can have fun with it. There's not a lot of shows out there that you can just have fun with anymore.
That was Jason from Survivor, and I'm Zuri Cheatham from CBS. Thank you for watching.